What's up, guys? Chris Labash here. I just wanted to give you a, kind of just filling in as I make this stampede build to the Rustler chassis changeover. So I figured I would give you a sneak peek what's going on so far. So we have the crate and motor installed. We have the ESC installed. We have the servo installed. We have a nice mesh in back. We have the new drive shaft installed. However, I got stuck on a snapped bolt in this front drive shaft piece, but that's all that's remaining. I wanted to give you a parts update for the battery tray. I'm pretty sure you guys know they make a bunch of different straps to hold whatever you're running for batteries. That's part number 6726X. This is the biggest one right here, however, and that'll hold the 4S pack or 2S lipos. 2S 5200 milliamp. Fit in this pretty well, tightly, and on the side, I believe this fit better than the other way. I still have foam in here, so you could definitely tighten that, get that in tighter. And just put it in right, I guess. This way. This is for 2S lipo for 4S. And that's on the 42 millimeter setting. So that's 2S lipos installed here. We're going to be running 4S on this. However, I did install another piece to bridge it a little bit taller. It's about a, say probably it's actually the spacer off the front shock guards, the shock guards. Put that under this piece, so we're up a little bit higher in the back. I have my motor, my pinion and spur gear installed. However, I did get stuck on this front differential here. Mainly just removing the drive shaft cup. My MIP bit, nice stainless steel hard bit, just decided to snap off, and it's stuck in there. So that's just wonderful for us. I think I'm gonna have to unfortunately drill it out and just because the shaft goes all the way through. For the front cup. The only other thing I'm going to be trying to do is I'm probably just going to put a slight piece of foam under this front clip here to raise it up a little bit. I mean, it is, it works and it does snap down. However, I do feel the fear of on some big airs or jumps, it breaking because it is set up a little bit higher than 42 millimeters. You want to get a measurement on that for your own peace of mind if you do want to do this conversion build and run the 4S. Right now it's well, let's do a front and the back so we can compare. That's the best way to do this way. Let's see, anyway, that's 42. In the front, we're about 38. In the rear, it's looking like 42, oddly. That's weird. Inside and measure. About 45 mil, so I added about 3 millimeters here on the back. So nothing crazy, and that is the 4S Creighton motor installed with the Hobby Wing 120 amp ESC. So that's an update for where we're at. Haven't decided what I want to run for shocks yet. I do have the stock, they're a little bigger bore Stampede VXL shocks, and I do have some stock Emax shocks. I think Emax, yeah. T-Max or Emax shocks. They do have a longer travel, which I kind of like. So we're lowering the center of gravity. So we can go all 4 same length shocks, or we could put front and rears on it. There's just multiple things you could do with this rig now. A 4S pack will fit no problem. This is a 3S 7600 milliamp pack here, and that drops right in with room to spare. So there would be a little bit of room if I didn't have that 3 millimeters on the back, as you can see. If you could see the slope of the strap, that's my concern for just making actually it's probably best to lose the piece in the back. I just hope we could fit the packs. We'll have to try the 2S packs again, and then we'll have to try the 4S too. Because right here we have, I put that away. Let's see. See, that's about a pack and a half compared to this. So split one of these in half, and that's your size. And if I put them on stacked on top of each other, we get a pretty good fit right there. And I don't know if I eliminate that piece in the back if they would fit that way like this. Highly unlikely. As you can see, we could barely clip it closed, just because the front is a little bit shorter than the back. But if we lift the front 3 millimeters, even just put a piece of foam underneath it with a couple longer screws, because it's fitted into the chassis, I think we could just stack those 2S1s right there. So a couple things you need to do with the battery straps, depending on what size batteries you want to run. So once I get this drive shaft out, we'll be putting the front end back on, and we'll be ready to run. Everything else is ready to go too. We will be having a big bash session upcoming soon. So yeah, this is the spacer I put on underneath the battery straps. So that's all that is right there, with a longer screw. I put a nice piece of foam under the ESC, just because it was kind of pulling it, and it's less likely to break that way. So we're gonna keep that foam on for now. Let's tighten this side another tiny bit. You're gonna need a little bit more wire. Like, these are barely in, and I do have to get the top mount receiver box. So that's another part you need to add to your list if you want to make this conversion. Rear skid plate, front skid plate, motor mount, motor plate, the battery part number, and a receiver box part number. And I could also run the Arma heatsink with fans on this also. It'll run, drive shaft will run right on the flat part of the Arma heatsink, so I'll be able to slide that on later and install fans, or just run the tiny heatsink with, you know, some Power Hobby fans. I was all about the Yeah Racing Tornado fan until it crapped out on me yesterday on my Mini E-Revo. So the way this thing is right now, it's pretty sick and fun. Like I said, I had the Racing fan on top of the Integi heatsink. Also, this E-Revo is extended out 20 and 20 on each side, and completely built. all the upgrades are on it that you can get. One I don't recommend is the hot racing wheelie bar. It just you land on it one too many times, it's just gonna bend straight up into it. I will be removing that and having no wheelie bar, even though this thing is fully, fast enough to have a wheelie bar. It wheelies up and down the road. I'll give you guys a running video soon. I am running two 2S lipos in parallel, not series. I do have a 3S lipo. It just doesn't fit. They lied to me about the dimensions. It's actually right here. So it's wider than the case can hold. There's another one out there that I found that will fit and I intend to grab. This was 1500 milliamps and 3S, but does not fit, so I don't know what I'm doing yet with it. I'm trying to place it somewhere else, but I don't have many 3S vehicles, so I don't know what we're doing with this one yet. Probably return and get the other size. Just don't feel like waiting for it. So yeah, that's the Revo full RPM Integi rockers, hot racing rockers. I have a new front skid plate. Broke the hot racing one. This guy here. Hot racing. This is the skid plate. It snapped right on the end there. So you need something to hold the pins in. Otherwise, your pins would come out of the arms. Looks like one's trying to make its way out right now. Hot racing steering rack, 2 Savox servos, which is recommended on my behalf. One can do the job, but when you have two, there's no doubt, and you can run in any length grass road. The center diff made the car completely different. So I got a full hot racing aluminum tranny in it. But anyway, we're doing a Stampede build. This is the Revo build. If you have a mini Revo or a mini Slash, and any questions on how to make it faster, not overheat, run great, pretty much I could drift this car with these tires on. So if you need any more information about that, let me know. However, I do fear that there is a chip tooth in the diff. Right, yeah, I could feel it. This one, not worth opening up yet, I'll tell you that, but you start to get a sixth sense for these things when you're into them. So yeah, you could tell when something sounds funny, and it's not it's not that bad yet, but I could hear it. And it's definitely the rear. It's Crystal Bash. Please like, subscribe, comment. We're almost at our 100 mark, so we'll be going live for some of this stuff, so we can ask questions, comments, bring a lot more people into our, discussion. And the sooner we get there, the sooner that happens. So if you like these videos, subscribe. I know there's a lot of wrenching. Just had a baby, so I didn't just have a baby. He's 2 now, so before it was a lot harder to bring him to an RC park or a track or where I go is in Meriden, and now it's a little bit easier, except now we just got hit with this corona thing. So I apologize for not as many bashing videos, which everybody wants to see, but everything is built and ready, so it will be happening. So please comment, like, and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for every upcoming videos. And then we'll be back on this build as soon as I get that center drive shaft out, or not even the drive shaft, the cup. Alright, it's Crystal Bash. Make sure you subscribe. 97% of you are not subscribed that are watching my channel, so hit that button and comment, like, subscribe, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to see. Do special builds for people all the time, so make sure you hit that button. Alright, thanks. Crystal Bash.